the path difference between the top and the bottom is one wavelength. So it's supposed to be in phase, constructed with each other, huh? But the resultant here is not maximum but minimum. The reason is that because it is not only two light rays from the top and the bottom, but there are thousands of waves passing through the slit. Okay, so there are thousands of waves passing through the slit, and we're gonna prove that when the angle theta here satisfies the condition that the path difference between the top light ray and the bottom light ray is lambda, is going to result in a first minimum. Okay, we do it as follow. Consider the first ray here at the top and the one other wave right at the middle, the center x. Okay, and consider the two rays here. Okay, 1 and 2. The separation between the two rays is b over 2. Okay, the path difference, we're gonna draw a perpendicular line from the top ray to the second ray. This is the path difference. Okay, and that path difference will be L over 2 because the path difference between the top and the bottom ray is L here. Okay, it's L here. That path from L over 2 will be equal to b over 2 times sine of the angle theta, this angle. Okay, the angle theta, let me draw it, is here, theta, which is equal to this angle. Okay, so this path difference L over 2 equal to hypotenuse times sine of that angle theta. Okay, and if we assume, actually not assume, this position is a minimum, and therefore consider these two rays, the first and the second ray here, they must result in an odd number of half wavelength, meaning 2n plus 1 of half wavelength. Okay, and so we can remove the number 2 on both sides of the equation. It's b times sine theta equal lambda. Okay, we will do it similarly with the next ray, like right here, with another ray at like the same distance. You getting the idea? The next two rays here invalid. Okay, so that the separation between those two violet rays is also b over 2, and they are also difference in phase. The path difference is also L over 2, which is an odd number of half wavelength, for example, half wavelength. Okay, and continue with other colors, other wavelengths, for example. Let's choose some other color. The next ray here to the point M, the next ray here, so that the distance between these rays is always b over 2. So all the waves actually end up by having the phase difference to be pi. The path difference is half wavelength. They are destructive, resulting in the minimum. Okay. So I want this position to result in a minimum. Okay, meaning the two waves, the green and the red waves, are out of phase by 180 degrees. So I will change the position y here to find a minimum. They are out of phase, meaning one wave is up and the other is down like this. Okay, this position, they are out of phase. Distance d, no, distance L. Okay, here, this is a minimum. See, let's the distance L right here, minimum. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and a half. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. See? The green wave has a 13.5, 13.5 wavelength. The red wave has 14 wavelengths, meaning the path difference is half wavelength. So this is the first minimum. They are out of phase by 180 degrees oppositely. One wave up, the other wave is down. See? You get the idea?
Yeah.
So the notation 2n plus 1 just means an odd number. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, etc.
So that means the phase difference is the
path difference. The path difference.
Yeah.
The phase difference is 180 degrees. Consider an element, two elements of the wave. Okay, an elements or wave from the top edge of the slit and another element at the center x. Their path difference is L/2, which is equal to B/2 times sine theta, which is equal to an odd number, which is equal to an odd number 2n plus 1 lambda/2. So they are destructive in phase. Similarly, for all the waves, the pair of waves whose path difference is L/2 separated by B/2 at the slit position. They are all out of phase by 180 degree, resulting in the first minimum at M. So B/2 sine theta equal 2n plus 1 half wavelength, or B times sine theta equal 2n plus 1 times lambda, and B sine theta equal lambda for the first n equal 1 at the first at M. Okay.